Hey everyone, thank you for joining me on this lovely Wednesday evening / afternoon or night, wherever you are. I really appreciate it. Today we will be talking more about FB in a sense, but more about the implications that currently happening in her life regarding her edible use, the alleged use of other different substances, as well as her relationship with Dom, and of course she wanting to move out because of the whole situation with the cops coming by for a welfare check, situation where the property management company wanted to do an inspection, and that is the reason why she decided to clean up the place, because there always gotta be a reason for Foodie Beauty to do things. And it came out days later. Everybody was speculating maybe she wanted Dom over, that's why she cleaned. Some people said it was because her management office got a hold of certain pictures and videos and decided to book a inspection, which actually was the case. Other people thought, maybe Nadia came over and helped her out and clean. Maybe Pete did most of the work, on and on and on. But the thing is, whenever we talk about Foodie Beauty, whenever something happens in Foodie Beauty's life, it's only time that we all figure out, or she just pretty much tells us why she did certain types of things. So, as I've been saying, it's only time before she really confesses she still has been using certain types of things. It's only time. She's confessed before to using certain substances on her lives, and I'm sure she's gonna confess again in time. So, I really wanted to talk about the whole situation that happened with her last night. Hello, Green Smoke. Thank you for joining me. Carrie Ludwig, thank you. Good evening. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Christina Lopez, thank you very much. Ninjamin, Just Nyla, Jenny Nobody, Donna Golias, Kathy Gahan, Kaigs, Trisha, Applejacks, thank you once again. Mons, how are you doing? Roxandra, how are you? Hopefully you're okay. You're from London. Nice. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Little Miss Nat, how are you doing? So what do you guys think about last night? Do you guys think it was a very serious situation? Is something going to happen with Foodie Beauty? Because she really made it seem as if it was nothing. She really made it seem as if it was, hey, I'm just, having a casual conversation with these police officers that are at my door. But to me, it didn't really seem that casual. It's like they went there for a welfare check. But if you're really going to talk to cops that, okay, yeah, I'll be doing other things, then that raises their interest. But even with that, is something else going on behind the scene? Because whoever person is sending images and videos and emails to this property management company, they're probably kind of doing the same thing with the local police. So, yeah, as Carrie Ludwig just said, she is very nonchalant about things. And yeah, I would have really taken this very serious because it is a very serious matter. Yeah, I honestly think she still could be possibly evicted. Yeah, they did an inspection on the home and that's why she cleaned, but they could still tell her, yeah, you need to go, because in my honest opinion, and this is just my opinion, I really feel that even though she's cleaned the place, it still has a smell. If you guys are aware of who Shani and Revers, remember Shani's old place when she moved out and Dragnot, had volunteers go over? There was a smell there, a very, very pungent smell. So I'm kind of getting the idea that this might also be the case here. Because yeah, we only see the visuals, but we can't smell what's going on. I've been in a few houses where people have animals, they don't take care of the place. Cats be peeing in the corner, and then there is a smell that only them can't smell. But everybody else that comes in the house, it has a smell. She's freaking out inside and putting up a beard of calm. She's talking about moving. Yeah, because her actions don't match her words. She's talking about moving. She's talking about this. She's talking about townhouses. She's talking about pools. She's talking about moving downtown, blah, 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 blah. But yet she was so out of it and so nonchalant last night. So we really got to figure out what is going on. Anna, you think she lied about the property manager coming over yesterday? I think she has been told to clean up or leave much earlier. Yeah, I think so. I think there probably has been a few back and forth emails, and I'm not really sure when the inspection happened. I'm sure she probably cleaned probably the night before the inspection actually happened. I really don't think it happened yesterday. So yeah, I'm in agreement with you right there. Eviction for sure. How many of you think she is gonna get evicted? Hit a 1 in the chat if you think she's gonna get evicted. I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's possible. I think it's possible because I'm sure there is a smell in that place because she has poor upkeep. And when you have animals and you have poor upkeep as well as other things, there's going to be a smell. Oh, Melissa, how are you doing? Hopefully you're okay. Green smoke, yeah, it would take more than that for an eviction. Well, how does that work? How does that work when you have a property management company taking care of a property, pretty much? How is it going to work? They're going to give notice or they're going to give fines? What do you guys think? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat if it's going to be easy for them to evict her or if it's going to be hard. Melissa143 says, yes, much more for a eviction. Yeah, it can be very difficult if somebody, knows their way around and knows the law, that it can be very difficult to evict. You are right. Thou says she probably had to take so many edibles to calm herself down so she wouldn't let on how bad the situation actually is. Yeah, I think the situation is gonna get a lot worse, because what if there was stuff in the house? What if those 2, 3, or 4 officers saw in their line of sight something on the table or anything of the sort? Then they wouldn't, as I said before in my video earlier, if you guys have watched it, they didn't enter the property because they didn't have a warrant. It's not because they thought everything was cool, whatever. They didn't have a warrant, so they just couldn't unless they had a line of sight, aka probable cause to enter her place. So if she had something on the table in the kitchen, living room, whatever, and they saw it, then that would give them probable cause to enter. So she didn't. She was cooking. Luckily for her, Pete was also in the kitchen. He answered the door, and the officers asked the important questions because they were doing a welfare check. Angelina Janae, thank you so much for the $5. Hey Monty, glad to catch a live about FB and her non-tent. Yes, she is the queen of non-tent for sure, definitely. Mad Murd, hi, greetings from Netherlands. Thank you for being here. Melissa143, you think the police have wrote this off as a YouTuber being stalked? Maybe that is a possibility, but whoever is sending those emails, I'm sure they're not just emailing without any type of evidence or facts. So you also got to consider that. I am considering this person has been probably showing pictures, screenshots of her lives, maybe showing videos of her lives, sending them in, and depends on the police department or whatnot, whether or not they're going to really look into this, how much they're going to look into this, how serious they're going to take this. But if I was FB, I would kind of lay low. I wouldn't be doing everything I would be doing. Applejack thinks, I think eviction is highly probable. Yes, because part of you living in a place and paying rent is that you got to keep up with the upkeep, and she is not keeping up with the upkeep, so that is cause for an eviction. How well or how smoothly that eviction goes, it's really up to people knowing their way with the law, as well as, the tenant board, as you can say, because she can file many things with the tenant board and stay there for a while if she really wants to put up a fight. But we're talking about the same person here that took 2 months to unclog her toilet. We're talking about the same person here that throws her clothing on the ground, and her clothing is constantly covered in cat hair. So you really think she's gonna file these motions? She's gonna show up for court all this time in the morning? She's gonna go back and forth with this management company? Now, I think she's just gonna move. That's just my honest opinion. And yeah, I think she probably has had prior warnings as well. Yes, Donna, I really do believe so, because this has been going on for a while. This has pretty much been going on for a year. She hasn't really done anything to clean that place. And I'm sure they've given her warnings prior. And usually that's what property management companies do. They give you warnings prior before they do an inspection. And if, you can't keep the place up, then, shit hits the fans. Yep. Applejack is right. She won't even file her taxes. Yeah, she has that issue again, not filing her taxes. That is right. So that's another issue that she has to deal with. There's so many things when you do not take care of one thing that they start to pile up. Her taxes, the inspection, the whole issue with Dom, especially when... Let's talk about the issue with Dom here. She brought Dom over on Saturday. And it's very likely, and I'm going to say allegedly here, it's very likely that he had some party favors on him. So when you're in a car with somebody and they have certain illegal substances on them, and the car is in your name, the plate and the tags are in your name, and let's say those substances are in the trunk, in the back, wherever he puts them, if you get pulled over, who will the blame be on? Who is in control of the vehicle? Who is the one that was controlling the vehicle when the cops pulled the vehicle over? It will be her. So all he has to do is say, hey, that's not my stuff. Or that bag with all that stuff in it, that's not mine. And then she'd be screwed. She'd be in trouble. Even though it's his, even though all that stuff is his, she would be in trouble. Of course, the cops are probably going to haul them both off. Usually that's what they do. But she's in control of the vehicle. She is responsible for everything in the vehicle, and she should know what is in her vehicle at all times. Yeah, so the owner of the car would be in a lot of trouble. So I'm really thinking she's not really factoring in a lot of things. She is not having the social skills to say, this is a very dangerous situation for me. This is a very dangerous situation. Now, all these things are adding up. There are certain laws in place in Ontario in terms of limits for cannabis possession when you're in the public. Like for her, she likes her edibles, right? And she usually takes about 100 to 200 milligrams of edibles. But not a lot of people know that in public, you can only have 450 grams of edibles on you at all times. When you are in your home, yeah, it's unlimited. But when you're in public, 450 milligrams at all times. So she likes to do a lot of edibles. So pretty much 450 milligrams, that's about 3 days worth of edibles. And she's never having only 3 days worth of edibles with her. She has a lot more. She buys a ton of edibles at a time. So these are so many things she is not factoring in when she's dealing with all these things, all these factors, all these things. And to be honest, she was on a live call, Be Still, Oh Beating Heart, explaining away a lot of things. And that's what she seems to do. She likes to explain a lot of things. Green Smoke says she is acting invincible, and that's the biggest problem. This is also a symptom of BPD. I'm not trying to diagnose, but it's hard to ignore when her signs are very transparent. Yeah. There are signs that, yes, she has mental health issues other than the binge eating. So, yeah, you're right. You are very, very, very right. Yep. And Sierra Lavender says, yeah, she has really bad social skills. Very, very true. 450 milligrams on you, not including what's already consumed. I believe it was 450 milligrams of edible product when you're in public on you, excluding what's already consumed. So it says here that you can have 150 grams of fresh cannabis, 450 grams of edible product, 2100 5 grams of concentrates, liquid or solid, or 30 cannabis plant seeds. That's what you can have in public. In private, it's a bit different because she lives in Ontario. So in Ontario, you pretty much can have unlimited amounts in your home. So that's the difference I'm trying to say here, because it does matter. Because a month ago, she was driving, right? And she took edibles, and she was driving within less than the 8 hours that you have to not be taking edibles, and people called her out on it. And then boom, then she started saying, oh, it was, I made sure it was 8 hours that I took edibles before, and then I drove after 8 hours. So she keeps backtracking. She keeps backtracking on all the things that she says. And literally, she can't remember what she will tell you the day before so that it matches up today or tomorrow. It's always changing things. She literally will retcon reality. That's what she's doing. There's a limit of 28 grams for flour. I don't know about edibles. Is that in Ontario? Because from my sources here, I guess if you go into specifics, yeah. Applejack says she was acting arrogant and coy this morning. Everything is a joke. I don't know what it's going to take to be an actual wake-up call. That is true. She really needs a wake-up call. She really needs somebody that has been in this situation before to kind of guide her. Because there's so much things she is doing wrong. So many things she's doing wrong. Especially with the dumb guy in her life. And I still think he's going to be around here and there. He might be back in her life permanently. As we've discussed, he was gonna be back when he doesn't have money, when he needs things, when he wants something from her. Okay, Bethel says she seems to have a huge problem with any type of authoritative presence, so that's why she allegedly was being a smug brat with the cops. Yeah, she allegedly was being a smug brat with the cops, but this person who was saying that and talking back and having a casual conversation with the cops was the same one. As soon as she saw the cops in her line of sight from the kitchen looking at the front door, she immediately turned off her live. Well, she muted her live and then turned it off immediately. Those things don't reconcile. How can she have this presence, this casual, nonchalant attitude that she usually does have, but yet be turning off her lights because she's now, oh crap, there's uniformed officers at my door? It just don't make no sense. It doesn't reconcile. Miss Connie says she was getting mail order and didn't know. She say now she can get it delivered to her house like food. I'm not sure. I gotta look into that. I really gotta look into that because there's a lot of shops, a lot of places where you can get stuff online in Canada, in Ontario, and in Ottawa. So I really gotta know. Dustin Captain says she's lucky her building isn't cannabis free like mine is. Yes, that's another factor. Some buildings are cannabis free. Some buildings within their rules, they do not want you to smoke cannabis. So that's another factor. Halloweeny Town says many dispensaries offer home delivery now. Moms usually take 2 to 5 days for delivery depending on where you order from. Yeah, that's Mom's is a mail order. Mary Jane, if I I'm right with that. She had edibles delivered the other night. Yes, she did have edibles delivered the other night. And she did say on the weekend she was trying to go 7 days without edibles or other substances. Yet she didn't even last a day. Literally didn't last a day. Yo, Chelsea Faulkner. I feel Pete did this because he's sick of her bullshit. Well, lots of possibilities. I have no idea who is calling the cops on her, doing a welfare check. I don't even know who sent in that stuff to that management office, but I think it's for the best because that place needed to be cleaned up. To be honest, yeah, that place was filthy and it really needed to be cleaned up. And she really needs to do upkeep, but you know how she is, right? She's not going to do the upkeep. Big Shot says, I don't like Chantel, but I'm not a Q fan of the, I don't know, Quee? Quee? I don't know what that is. Okay, the weed shaman. I see. Weed shaming. Nobody really shaming weed. Is anybody weed shaming over here? Nobody is weed shaming over here. It's something that is legal. This is legal stuff. Weed is legal. Alcohol is a legal drug. Caffeine is a legal drug. Yes, caffeine is a drug. Not a lot of people know that, but yes, caffeine is a drug. And sports at high levels ban caffeine because it helps you with your concentration. So caffeine is banned in most high level sports. Alcohol was banned during Prohibition in America for many obvious reasons. And here, caffeine, weed, and alcohol, they're all legal drugs. Green Smoke says, who thinks Dom will go back to her house after this? Because I think he won't. Well, is he still watching her lives? Do you think he's fully done with her, or do you think he's still taking the time to watch her lives? I don't know. I think he might not be watching her lives because he's no longer that invested in her. He has other women he's talking to wherever in the world they are. He has other things he's doing. He didn't like his spot blown up. So I don't know. Sierra Lavender says he has to still be watching. Yeah, that is a possibility. We're all just speculating here. We are all just speculating. Kidney J says, weed is legal just like alcohol. Doesn't mean we want to watch someone drunk all day either. Yes, you are right. Just because something is legal doesn't mean you have to abuse it. And she keeps abusing weed to the point where it's affecting her liver most likely. A lot of people keep bringing this up. This liver cirrhosis where her constant weed use is not helping her liver. It's my best belief she does have a fatty liver and she has liver cirrhosis. So I'm actually surprised that she hasn't had a major health incident since the last one, I believe back in February when she was hospitalized. I think it was for the FUPA, right? Pastel Kitten says, if he's not watching, I'm sure someone will tell him the situation. Yeah, that is true as well. I'm sure he's still getting a lot of emails, a lot of people saying a lot of stuff about him. I'm sure he's being clowned by his friends for what has happened to him. So I am pretty sure a lot of people are telling him the up and up on what's going on in Chantel's life and situation. Matt Burns says, all I can say is Chantel needs therapy ASAP. You are right. She does need therapy, and that is no joke. There's a lot of things that she is doing that are so clear to me that it's wrong and that somebody should not do that, but yet she still keeps doing it. So many things in her life where I would think a normal, average person would know better not to do. Tiger Pawn Bambino says, driving on edibles is so bad. Yes, very true. And she keeps saying that she hasn't done it, although she's also said that yes, she has done it and she won't do it again. It's just too much back and forth. Miss Connie, she's not making that much on YouTube to afford the increasing amounts she's consuming daily. plus all her other expensive, and some believe she's taking more than just edibles. Yeah, most people do believe that she is taking more than just edibles. Yes, I believe she's taking more than just edibles, to be honest. And yeah, edibles can be extremely expensive, especially when you're getting from moms and they're coming into you that way through the mail. It's expensive. So do we know anything about her finances? Well, what we know is that she is bad with money. She has bad credit because she's bad with money, and she could be in a lot of debt. This is only speculation, but I believe she is in a lot of debt. She might be paying on that debt, but she is increasing her debt more than she's paying it off. Yes, babe, edibles are so expensive. You are right. They are extremely expensive, but she keeps dosing herself up on it. Is she blaming FFG still? Beach Flower says, I thought she was blaming French fried girl. Well, the French fried emoji is banned in her live stream. So what can we say about that? If she's banning an emoji, what else is she gonna ban? Instead of facing the issues and the problems, she keeps saying tomorrow, next week, or just dosing herself up and forgetting about them. Yes, she does literally everything in excess. Yeah, edibles, live streams, so many things in excess. It's just part of her personality. Whatever she does in excess, and she literally can't hear the truth. Yes, Sierra Lavender is right. She can't hear the truth, or she just doesn't want to hear the truth. You tell her something that is logical and competent, it makes sense, yet she ignores you, or she blocks and deletes you. Once again, she has over 10,000 people blocked. Literally 10,000 people blocked. Dustin says, FFG stated in her life today that she would never call the cops. She has a bad history with them, so she has zero trust in them. Yeah, some people have issues with the cops. Me, I wouldn't call the cops on Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty has issues, and although I do think in some instances she does need a welfare check, because she does at times, because she is such in a stupor of edibles that it's just really sad to me. There's so many nights, night after night after night, she literally doses herself up on edibles and then starts streaming and saying all types of nonsense. All types of nonsense. The live streams are just to keep her fetish viewers close. Well, it's her job, right? It's her job, so she has to make content. That doesn't mean it's live streams. She doesn't have to do live streams every day. In fact, people are complaining about her doing live streams so much and not doing vlogs. She keeps not doing vlogs, especially when she doesn't have anything else to do. She just doesn't do anything else. So she can do vlogs, she just doesn't want to do them. Yes, Lodamus Nat says 278 watching and only 50 likes. Please get the likes up, people. Please get the likes up so that I have good engagement. I would really appreciate that. Please get the likes up. Kinley J says you have to wonder why she can't stand a moment sober or alone with herself. Wow. That's deep. I think she has deeper issues that she's really not talking about and covering up, to the point where these are just things she uses to cope. Just things she uses to cope with her life. And you can't keep covering up your problems. You can't just cover up your problems, cover up your problems, cover up your problems, because your problems will not go away. Chelsea Faulkner says, imagine it, Joe. He's way over obsessed with her. It's actually creepy how controlling he is. You know what? Karate Joe has a lot of issues, but at times he is the voice of reason when the rest of her chat isn't. There's many times where I'm like, oh wow, Karate Joe is actually saying something that's pretty intelligent, pretty smart, and just makes sense, while the rest of her chat is talking all sorts of nonsense. The rest of her chat wants her to do this, wants her to do that. They want to go for a drive when they know that she's high as hell, but wants her to get in a car and take them for a drive. There's all sorts of enabling going on that shouldn't be happening. Clayton says the girl needs therapy but refused to go, just like she refuses to take her hormone or diabetes medication and wonders why her hair is falling out. Yes, very, very, very true. She keeps doing these things and then wants to wonder, and then she starts to deflect, and then she starts to blame other people. She's never ever faced those issues. She's just been avoiding and escaping. It'll all catch up to her one day, and she can't. Pete's her way out of this one. So true. I wonder what Pete's is thinking about all of this, because now the property management company knows that he signed a lease for only him, but yet he has somebody living there, not just spending maybe a night or two a week there, literally living there. So I wonder how they are gonna take this and what their action is gonna be. Is she talking this stuff about moving because the property management has given them notice that they will take action on them in some way? Are they going to increase the rent because of this? Are they going to say you guys need to move out? Are they going to say you guys need to move into a different place? Like, what do you guys think the property management company is doing or has done? Donna says she has already programmed her mind. She did nothing wrong and it's everybody else. Maybe I think she needs some longer term inpatient help physically and mentally. Maybe she called ALR, who doesn't believe in therapy. Yes, ALR trolling, the queen of trolling. Well, ALR knows how to troll properly. She trolls the best, and the way how Foodie Beauty trolls, it's just not working. Foodie Beauty doesn't know how to troll anybody. Foodie Beauty can't troll a damn thing. In fact, we've seen Foodie Beauty get used over and over and over by this dumb guy. Like, this dumb guy has her by the beck and call. Beck and call. Hi, lovely. In Australia, if the cops are called and you are high, they can arrest. Yep. Makes sense. Foodie Beauty needs to take tips and tricks from ALR. I don't know about that. I don't know. ALR is just a totally different conversation right now. ALR is a different conversation. Like, that girl knows how to make money. She literally knows how to print money. Every action ALR takes is calculated. There's a difference. ALR's actions are super calculated. Foodie Beauty's actions are just up to a whim and very compulsive. That's the big difference. Foodie Beauty is acting on whims and compulsive behavior and whatever she feels like, while covering up the fact and retconning her situation as much as possible, while ALR literally will plan things out for months. I've seen her do it. I've literally seen ALR plan things out for months. If Dom called her, she would be over faster than a no snort. Yes, I believe that as well. If Dom literally calls, she is at his beck and call. Franca Lee, ALR is deteriorating because of laziness and depression. FB is deteriorating because of addiction. Yes, deep. That is deep. I do believe ALR has problems on her own end. Yep, and that could also encompass laziness and depression. Yes, that's true. Can encompass that. And FB's deteriorating because of addiction. Yes, the addiction is bad on Foodie Beauty's end. I really feel like, yes, she literally has gone to the point of no return where she is needing her other stuff. I really do. Like, there's only so much times you can be taking that stuff and not develop a craving for it, not have an addiction start. And that's just going to affect her bottom line even more. That's going to affect her money even more. That's going to affect her money where she might not be able to pay her rent, to pay her car note, to pay for stuff that she wants. I think Pete is upset, having to worry now about maybe losing his job because of being Chantel's only friend. Do you really think that? Do you really think Pete might lose his job? I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe if people, oh boy, I don't know. I don't know about that. Because yeah, that is a possibility from all the stuff I've seen. That is a possibility. But I think Pete is overall a really good guy. And he is just wanting to live in a nice place where he doesn't have to live at home. He doesn't have people messing with him. He can live in a nice place, a nice neighborhood, work his job, come home, maybe read some comic books, play Mario Kart, and, that's it. Like, he doesn't want any of this, BS that's happening. None of this drama, none of this fast stuff, none of anything. Does anyone think Pete will eventually kick Foodie Beauty out? Oh, boy. A lot of people have been saying this. She and Pete might get into a nasty fight, but he's a little passive. Yeah, Pete is very passive and friendly guy. There's times where he's like, hey, maybe you should do this, maybe you shouldn't do that. But overall, Pete is a really, really nice guy. And in some ways, I do feel like he's being taken advantage of. I do, because Chantel has been really mean. Many times you've seen it on camera. So what does that tell you? How many times is she being mean off camera? How many times off camera is she being nasty? What types of things is she doing when she's interacting with Pete when the camera isn't on, when she's not on live, when she's not doing this, when she's not doing that? Pete is going to get fed up one day, that's for sure. I do believe that. Everybody has a break point. Everybody has a point where they just get fed up with the bullshit and then they just snap. And I don't even know if Pete is at that point right now. Maybe he's at that point, maybe not. But I really do believe Pete can get there. Pete can get there if Foodie Beauty doesn't watch what she's doing. He could get a different roommate to help with the rent. Yeah, you're right. He could literally get a different roommate to help with the rent. That is true. But is he going to do that? I don't know. I think for me personally, if I'm living with somebody, I prefer to live with people where I know them already. I'm familiar with them, because it's actually pretty hard to live with people when you don't know them. It's way better to live with somebody that you've known for years. You're just way more comfortable. You're just way more better off because you've known this person. They grew up together. They were from a small town. They've been together. They know what gets on each other's nerves for the most part. It's just a really good dynamic that he chose himself to live with his friend that was his ex-partner. Let's think about it. Drugs, foreign boyfriends, cats he doesn't like. Yeah, that is true. That's a lot of things that I'm sure Pete is contemplating. A lot of things right now. I'm sure there's a lot of things going in the back burner that is going on, and Pete is really talking about stuff. Dar. Hi, Monty. I've been a silent viewer for a couple of months now, and I really enjoy your commentary. Thanks for the quality content and comments with them voice. You're very welcome. Thank you for commenting that. I really appreciate that. Chantel would be a scary roommate because her judgment is horrible. Oh my God. Yes. Has anyone ever had nightmare roommates? Has anybody ever had to live with people that were a nightmare? Most of us are going to say yes. I've had nightmare roommates. I've had guys that would literally eat all my food. Like literally, if let's say I come home 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and I got to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning. That only literally leaves, if I come home at midnight, 6 hours. And I would put food in the fridge to have the next day. And by the time I'm up at 6 a.m., it's gone. And nobody knows what happened to it. It's eaten. It's gone. Done. And there's nobody that will own up to it because there's several other people living in the house. I've had guys doing drug deals in the house where I'm living at. And yeah, we had to kick that guy out because we knew better. The worst thing you want to have is guys bringing in their dealers in the home, because if you're bringing in dealers in your home, they're going to scope out the place. And if the dealers scope out the place, they might be telling the fiends what's up. And if they're telling the fiends what's up, you're gonna get robbed. That's just the bottom line. You don't have fiends in your house. You don't have dealers in your house. It's a no-no. So I know that from the jump. I know that from the get-go. Chantel should never have had Dom in the house, because yeah, he'll case the joint, because when he's down on money, when he needs money and Chantel will be like, oh, well, I don't have any money, then he knows that she has stuff in the house. He knows what she has in the house. He knows where she lives, and he knows how to get it. So yes, FFG talked about this, that he is or has cased the joint. So you never know what's really going on in his head, because he doesn't live in the best area. He doesn't. He doesn't live in the best area. And you know what? Like I said before in my last stream, this guy came from Egypt to here. The last thing he should be doing is getting into drugs, especially when you're coming to this country, to Canada, for a better life. Why would you come to a country where you can actually have a better life and all you do is drugs? That's just a waste of space to me. That is just a waste of a life. On Bigby says, fiend in the house, exactly what she did. Yes, if you're from areas like where I'm from, like I said, I've lived in southern Florida, man. I've lived in Miramar, Florida. I've lived in Queens, New York City, right by the casino. Used to take the A train to Lefferts Boulevard. Yes, the last stop on the A train if you're not going to Aqueduct. And I know fiends. I've seen fiends. And the rule on the street is, do not bring fiends to your house. You do not bring fiends to your house, because you will get robbed, because now they know where you live, who you are, and what's in your house. I've lived in Connecticut. Same thing. Do not bring fiends in your house. Anybody with any type of intelligence knows you do not bring fiends into your house. You're just looking for trouble, because then they are going to be out of money sometime very, very soon. Could be in the evening, that same evening, the next day, the day after that, and they will rob you, because they don't give a crap. Their number one priority in a fiend's head is to get their fix. So that's why you never bring fiends into a house. An addict doesn't stop until they get. That results in stealing and physically fighting you for drug money. Yes, fiends are fiends for a reason. They will steal from you and ask. This reminds me of this joke. I forgot where it's from, where a fiend will literally rob you or your TV and come the next morning when you're complaining that you got robbed from the TV, and ask you, oh, you were robbed last night? Oh man, that's not cool. That's cool. Who robbed you? Knowing that they're the ones who robbed you. They'll look you in the eyes, look you in your face, and act like they didn't do nothing. You can't trust fiends. You can't trust an addict, because the number one priority in an addict's life is not even food, it's not even water, it's their drugs, it's their fix. FB tries to act cool, but she has no street smarts. Yes, street smarts is the thing. She has zero street smarts because she has impaired social skills. She has impaired relationship skills. And it just shows. It shows hard when you don't have these social skills, when you don't have these relationship skills, because you get into bad situations. And the best thing is to learn from these situations, but people don't learn from their situations. Well, in FB's case, she doesn't learn from their situations, but a lot of people do learn from their situations. Like, I've lived in a lot of areas. I've lived in Toronto, where I lived in an area called Scarborough. Scarborough wasn't the best area, still isn't the best area, but it's changing. It is changing for sure. But living in Scarborough, you have a lot of fiends. There's a lot of fiends in Scarborough, and you gotta be careful, because, as I've said, addicts' number one priority. She's such an easy target for hustles. Yeah, she has to learn She has to improve her social skills. I've seen, back to Scarborough again, I've seen women who are with dealers, who are with fiends. The fiends get into trouble with the law, yet they try and have their girlfriend, their fiance, their wife take some of their charges, which is just utter foolishness to me. Foolishness. I've seen this living in Queens. I've seen this living in Connecticut. I've seen this living in Florida. Seen this living in Ottawa as well. Living all over in the greater Toronto area. These women would take their charges for their men. I'm like, you are seriously gonna look and stay in jail for a year, 2 years, and 3 years for a guy. And then as soon as you come out, that guy's with somebody else. Really? Really, you're going to do that? Taking charges for your man. Oh, don't do that, people. Do not do that. That's just the epitome of foolishness. Do not take charges for somebody. Do not ruin your life for somebody, because that person will forget about you in 6 months, a year, maybe even less weeks, and those charges will still be with you for the rest of your life. Those charges are never going to go away. Those charges are going to stop you from getting into several countries in the world. Those charges are going to stop you from getting certain jobs. Those charges are going to stick with you. And I've seen it happen to many, many people living in Scarborough, living in Queens, New York, living in Connecticut, living in Miramar, going to downtown Hollywood, Florida, Miami, Florida, North Miami Beach. I've seen this happen to people, and then they regret it because of what they done. It might seem like a good thing to do because you're in love with this person, you care about this person, kind of like how FB believes she's in love with her man, her bae, her boo, but reality is that guy can easily just get rid of her right away. So yes, as Sarah Lavender says, oh hell no, please don't take a charge for a man. That is what you should not do. No doubt Chantel would take a charge for Dom Crazy. That is a possibility because her thinking is just different. Her thinking is fully different. And in my honest opinion, I really do believe she could possibly be taking a charge for that guy. I'm not even kidding. She could do that because she's like, yeah, I love this guy so much because of how he makes me feel, that she would take a charge for that guy. Like I said before, Chantel is equating the amount of times she has sex with Dom, or the amount of times Dom has sex with her, to how much he loves her. So the more times he has sex with her, that means that he loves her much, much more. Any guy might have sex with her once, maybe twice in a day. Dom is doing it 10 times. So that means Dom loves her 10 times more than all these other guys. That's the thinking in her head. That's how she thinks. She's getting the high feeling of the drugs mixed up with feelings for him. Yes. True. So true. Angelina Janae, the thing is, if they get pulled over, he looks like an addict and she doesn't yet. Yeah, that is true, but the bottom line is she's in control of the vehicle. The vehicle's in her name. The tags, the plates are in her name. She has the responsibility of the vehicle, so all of that will go to her, more or less. All of that will go to her. It'll be hard for her to get out of that situation because it's her vehicle, it's her tags, it's her plates. So, like I said, don't put yourself in that situation. Don't be driving guys like this around because he's a regular user, allegedly. I gotta keep saying allegedly. And you just don't want that type of situation. I don't feel sorry for her. She knows exactly what she's doing. She better be careful with him. STDs. Yeah, that too. Just so many things that she literally has to be careful about. And she's just nonchalant about it. So nonchalant about it that is just wow to me, that this is serious. This is serious. Melissa143, great review, Monty. Thank you for sharing this with us tonight. Yeah, I'm sharing this with you guys because I'm concerned. I'm concerned for Foodie Beauty. I don't dislike Foodie Beauty. I'm not trying to get her in trouble. I'm trying to give you my thoughts on the situation. Give her my thoughts on the situation, that what she is doing is just a big, huge no-no. It's a whatever she's doing. She is on the track of destruction. I've seen it many times. The same track a lot of people that I would see in my neighborhood in areas that were not so good, and they would be on this path. They would start getting with a guy, getting into a bad situation with a guy, and then that bad situation just snowballs like a snowball rolling down the hill, just accumulates. They get into trouble, they get an addiction, they start getting a criminal record, and then they're either in jail for the next 10 to 20 years or they are dead. This is serious. This is that serious. That's how serious it is. She's in lust with him. Yep, that is right. Oh, Leanda, you really think so about the sores on her mouth and nose? Oh, man, you never know. She joked about that nose herpes, but that's a real thing. And it can occur. It occurs in a lot of people. So she got to be careful about those STDs. She's got to be careful about many, many things. She made her bed, let her lie in it. She doesn't listen to anyone anyways. Yeah, that's the thing with FB, is that she doesn't listen to anybody. She doesn't want to listen. She thinks her own world, or whether how she views the world and thinks, is the be all and end all, because she has yes men or women in her chat always backing her up. Like, yes, do that, FB. Yes, do that. That's good. This is good. That's good. Yes, we want to see this. We're going to see that. She needs a person in her life that will put their foot down, be like, no, you can't do this because that's not cool. You can't do that because that's not cool. Millennial Falcon says, hey, Monty. All right, Chelsea Falcon says, hers also the first man she slept with since BB. Look how she acted with Nick too. She's just mistaken any affection for being in love. Yes, she is very much so mistaken affection, and that is also part of the problem of having impaired social skills. Bottom line, impaired social skills is a problem. Let's get into this video. It's called Be Still, O Beating Heart, where she explains a lot of stuff, and let's review it for a second. So let me start the video. Please tell me if you hear it. Thank you.
They're so messed up. Yeah.
Can you guys hear that?
Here. Hi, Kate, Raywork, Nina Bina, my church, Karen Green, Lori, Polka Dots, Marissa, Misha, Florida, Scapegoat, Danielle. Look at my eyebrow, guys.
Great.
Did you guys get notified? Jim, Vegas Doll, Savannah, Princess, Misery, Loves Lori, Tiffany, Marty, BBJ's, Chrissy Ball Spots, Jay. How is everybody? Robin, Natty, you got the notification? I think people did get the notification. YVAF, Muse Meow, Nat, and Florida Kilos, Be Still, Oh Beezing Heart. Oh my god, I should put that. Sandra, okay. Gene does shark farts. We missed you yesterday. Cassandra, I know my fucking eyebrows. Like, I don't know what the deal is with my eyebrows right now. Honestly, like, this is just so sad. Sad, 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 sad. Hold on, guys. I need to fix my eyebrows. Why did you climb me this? Why? Well, I guess what you say is true. You shaved your eyebrow? I could never be the right.
Yeah, a lot of people are noticing that she has makeup on. I remember whenever FB has makeup on, it takes effort for her to put that makeup on. And she is a type of person that doesn't do anything that takes effort without a reason. So whenever she has makeup on, whenever she's blotting that dye in her hair, she is doing it for a guy. So what really matters is which guy is she doing it for. Maybe it's Dom. I think it's Dom. Maybe it's the Frenchman. Those are our two main guys in her life right now. We've never seen the Frenchman, but something is up. Maybe it's Dom still. Maybe he's still hanging around and she is still seeing him.
kind of girl for you. I could never be your woman. Who is what? This one just won't get later. Thanks, I know. Hi, Brooke. You're in the McDonald's. What are you getting? Ew, there was something on my tooth. No, you mean? This eyebrow just won't lighten up. Hi, plain cheeseburgers, jiu-jitsu. Kate, I just slammed some of the Elf Wow Brow in there and called.
Yes, I did notice the song. Thanks for pointing that out. And as always, whenever she sings, that's just reflective of her thoughts and what's happening in her life at the present, the future, or the past.
Call it a day. I have no patience either. I have probably even less patience than you. Jeez. And this eyeshadow actually is darker too, actually. This whole eye is darker. How do you get your eyes to be the same darkness? Look at my eyebrow. Oh, fuck, whatever. I don't give a shit. Who needs the light with the darkness in your eyes? Probably the lighting. No, look at it. This one is so much darker than this one. So what I do is the lighting in my room sucks, so I'm going to put my makeup on like this. And then whenever I come downstairs, the day lighting will confirm whether or not I did a good job. And right now I can say no, I did not. It's a vibe. So anyways. I'm good, Joe. How did you sleep? I slept good. I'm kind of tired, but I could cover in the Cops game. Yeah. Crab Bandit. Hi. Makeup is done and you look great. Thank you, World Traveler. Abby Miller. I think we're going to move. I would like a bigger place. I know I could find a bigger place. My earrings are too small for my fat ears. I'm just going to see if I have any other earring. No, I like these ones. Shannon. Yeah. Hi, Shannon. Audrey Liliana. It's expensive enough here. I'd say it's pretty average, but I really like the area because it's so quiet. You know what I mean? The building, not the building, but like the company, the real estate company offered us, you know, like the girl is so nice. She's like, hey, Chantal, I just wanted to let you know. She's like, I know we received emails before and no, I'm not. I'm going to turn all my locations off when we move. I don't know. I'm going to try everything, you know, like, hi, Andy Toast, Dravinda. Hi, Dravinda. April, Audrey, will you still live with peace? Well, yeah.
She's making it seem like this property management company lady is such her best BFF and nothing's really serious is going on. But I think it's just way more serious than what she is making it seem. She is super downplaying the issue of her forced cleaning because it was forced. It was definitely forced cleaning. Suzanka says, I think the police were there to serve her eviction papers. All of a sudden she wants to move. Hey, I won't knock that. That is a possibility because you guys were totally right about the whole management office thing. And I didn't think that was going to be a valid choice. I put that on that survey days ago thinking, hey, maybe, but it's not going to happen. But that is actually what happened.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah, it's a valid question. I'm sorry, I can't stop looking at my friggin'. I feel like I should this has more heavy makeup than this eye, but whatever. I just put like a bun, just like that because, you know. So, I think that's probably the best thing. I don't know when I can move. I'm gonna have to call the office and be like, when's our lease? Thank you, Sandy. Just date me already. Victoria, you're so fucking hot. I would in a minute. Can I move into your condo with Pete and the cats? Imagine we drive you crazy. I know it. I do want to move to Toronto, but maybe we should do that. I don't know. Oh, it's just the lighting? Anyway. I want to rent like a house. I don't want to buy a house. I'm like, buying anything is such a big commitment, like a huge house. Like, but maybe... Oh.
I wonder why she doesn't want to buy a house. She always wants to rent. I think it's better if you can afford it to buy because then, you know, the house will accumulate in value. It's always better to buy if, you know, you have that actual choice instead of renting. But it seems she's renting for a reason. Is she renting because of her credit? Or is she renting because she actually just doesn't have the money? Like what? Let's read in between the lines with this. I wonder why she's renting and now she wants to move to downtown. Downtown Ottawa can be pretty expensive. I think she needs to really recheck her finances, get her taxes down, and see where she's situated first before rushing into everything.
North York. Moving with Emma. That's true, Shannon. I know, but I don't know. That's like that. I have to think about that. Like I have to think about like if I want to move to Toronto, if I want to stay in Ottawa, if I want to. Hi, Canadians, do it. Come to Michigan. Jaina. Because, I don't know. Hi, Hamburger Eyes. Why did the police come? Absolutely no reason. Waste of their time. Really, because I mean, I went to the door so high, I was just like, yeah. Like, they don't care. I mean, I'm in my own home, you know, and stuff like that. Now, BBJ is planning a crime back there. I gave you treats, you stupid. Hey, you want more? All right. I made her wait a long time today for treats. You can be addicted to a certain kind of penis. They weren't hot, no. Why? They're not my thing, but...
What kind of song is she singing? She's out of pocket right now. She is fully out of pocket. Come on. And yeah, a lot of people are saying, yeah, she won't get a loan. She won't get this. She won't get that. Yes, that is the end result of her not having good credit, which was the by effect of her not being careful with her money. She wasn't careful with her money. She spends like crazy. She doesn't save properly. She makes enough income to save and buy a house. There's people who make 1/3 of what Chantel makes, but still they have a house themselves. So the problem is Chantel. She is the problem why she doesn't have her house. When she gets paid good income for doing YouTube.
I'm on their radar for what? I don't know. I don't care. Kristen Michelle. That's what I'm like. You know what? I'm like, come in, look around. I'm like, investigate me, whatever you have to do. They're like, no, we have to come when there's a report.
Whoa, what's going on? Angie in the Lou says, hi Monty, thanks for all you do. Love your channel. Thank you for the $5, Angie in the Lou.
Lewis. I woke up pretty early. No more Burger King trips. I still have that burger in the fridge. Offer the cops some edibles. I offered them some spaghetti. I'm like, we're just about to eat. You guys want some spaghetti? Like, no, the cops don't come for no reason. They go because they have to. If somebody calls 911, imagine somebody calling 911 and being like, this girl is doing edibles. I'm concerned. I'd like to call a wellness check on this woman. I don't know what for. Like, that's what the no reason is. There's no reason for that. Like, what for? Like, why? Yeah, Shannon, true. I'm just like,
she's saying, oh, people are calling a welfare check for no reason. Well, there's a reason, because when you call, you don't really have to even call 911 for a welfare check. You can call their non-emergency number and they'll come out in time. And there has to be some sort of logical reason for a welfare check. You can't say, oh, please look up Chantel Marie Sereau in Ottawa. I think somebody needs to do a welfare check. Well, why? Why do you want us to go there and do a welfare check? What is the problem with her? Is there an emergency? What's going on? So they had to give some sort of logical reason why the cops had to go there and do a welfare check. So what she's saying don't make no sense. There is a reason. It might not be that big of a reason. It might not be an emergency, but people were concerned and they did a welfare check.
that you were doing drugs. We had a report that you were doing drugs, which is fine. You're allowed to inside your house. I'm like, it's edibles, it's legal. He's like, even if it wasn't legal, even if it wasn't edibles, it's in your house. I'm just like, okay, so just making sure you're okay. I'm like, well, you can see I'm living and breathing, so like, they're like, oh, we're sorry about this. And I'm like, no, I feel sorry for you guys that you have to waste your time, you know, like when there's like actual emergencies, or just, I don't know. If I was a cop and people were calling in bogus calls, I would be like so annoyed. I would be so annoyed. You know what I mean?
It is against like TOS, yes.
Please, hate me all you want, but just, I don't know what attention these people need. Like, you want to email me? You want to talk on the phone? You want to call me? Instead of calling the cops, let me know you have a problem with me. Send me your number and I'll seriously call you. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, we can work it out. Seriously. If you were a cop, you would have to wear a cape. What? Why? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so.
She explained it all the way, but it's much of just talking without any real explanation. Just like how she explained that she just wanted to clean her house and it was no biggie. She just wanted to get stuff tidied up. Instead of just saying, hey, my property management company is really on to me. They know the place is messy as hell. They know the place smells. They know the place I've been not taking care of my animals. I've been not taking care of the house. My car is trashy on the inside and they're going to do an inspection because that's what they did. Instead of telling her audience that she wants to act like she just wanted to clean and tidy up and make the place look good, which wasn't the case. She keeps doing these things, a lot of deflection, a lot of retconning situations, and a lot of denial.
Yeah, Mary Jo, exactly. No, you can't see my ears from this angle, though. Look it. You'll never be able to. You'll never be able to. Because I have a bone here. You know? So, oh, wait. Oh, my face will have to be really small. Like, I don't know. Oh, you kind of can see my ears. Yeah, you're right. One ear. Yay! No, but, you know, just... What's up, Savage Keyboard? You can see some earlobe action. I need my having some hair would be nice. Like nice long wavy hair. That would be.
Let's talk about this for a second. Chantel said the cop said it was okay if she does have illegal substances in her place. What cop would ever say that? No, it's not okay to have illegal substances in the place. If she literally did say that she had illegal substances in the place, then the cops would come back with a warrant if they couldn't visually see that substance in her place. She is acting or speaking like people don't know anything about the law. You can't believe what Chantel says. She was just rolling off the top of her head, making no sense at all, because there's no way a cop is gonna say that. Hey, my dad's a cop and he's never gonna say that. Never. My brother is a cop. He's never gonna say that. Like, she is just making shit up right now.
So nice. Oh my god, Florida, yeah, like it's not cool. It's scary. So I'd like to rent a house. Like, I'd like to rent a house with like a backyard, with like a pool and stuff. And my hobby will be to take care of it and just have like a nice sanctuary to like hang out and like throw parties whenever we can. Yeah, I've been doxxed. Like, my address was doxxed, and I'm not really careful. Like, I wasn't careful for up until like now. Even now, like, I have to be more careful. So I don't want to buy a house because I don't want to have like an anchor. You know, like, I want to travel, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't even know if I'm going to be living in Canada. Honestly,
She won't buy a house because she doesn't want an anchor, aka she doesn't have the credit to buy a house. That's what she really means. She doesn't have the credit to buy a house. That's why she's not buying a house. So
I might move to another country. Eventually. Like, I know that sounds so crazy, but like, would you guys still watch me from another country? I don't know. Someone brought it up to me as a joke. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know. Heck no. Yeah. Why would someone think I'm suicidal? You can't just call the cops on an emergency line, because this is not an emergency. This is a domestic, like, ongoing, like, you can't just... Even if you're concerned, okay? You can say, people are just concerned for you. Even if you're concerned, if you know that I'm not in immediate danger, there's nothing you can do about it. No, seriously, people have a right to live their life the way they want. And even if they're destroying their life, you have a choice. Watch them or don't. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, you know? I'm not moving to Syria.
thanks, Laura's weight loss channel.
Like, yeah, like, imagine that. Somebody doesn't like me. Excuse me. No, but if somebody really doesn't like me, like, just email me. Like I said, honestly, I'll talk it out with that person. I'm just not in the mood for, like, any kind of negativity anymore. Hi, Sarandon. Wow. You're the love of his life. I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is, and I think I'm definitely, I want to move into like a house if I can, but I can't just get up and go. Like I need to plan it and see when I'm even able to. I don't even know if I'm in a lease. I don't know if it auto renews. Oh God. Spinster. Oh, I love you. I love you guys. Sandy. What are we doing today? Well, I may have plans after. I don't know. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. Move to Las Vegas. There are so many yummy men. No, I won't.
Whenever she says, I don't know what I'm doing today, I may have plans, it's always code word for I might go and see a guy. And usually that guy is Powder Bay. That's what she means. That's why the makeup is around her eyes. That's why her eyelashes is done. That's why the blush is on. The only thing she has to do now is get out of that clothing and put on her super, super sexy white or yellow dress and haul ass into Gatineau, Quebec.
I won't be moving to the States. Month to month. Yeah, Eggy. I can see her in Vegas if they can fill a vacancy. That's true, Marissa. Hopefully it's something like that, you know? Yeah. Hi, Sophia. Where's Zach? Jean, I'm committed to someone else right now. I'm just kidding. You think I have stalkers? I hope not.
She says she is committed to somebody else right now, aka still with Powder Bay. I truly believe she's still seeing that guy. She just saw that guy Saturday. That's not too long ago. That's literally just days ago. She is still seeing this man. She'll talk all types of nonsense, but she's still seeing the guy. She is gonna get herself in so much trouble driving this man around because, hey, if this man doesn't have a vehicle and he needs to get his fix and he knows somebody who will come over and has a vehicle, then guess what? All those substances are also gonna be in that vehicle. And guess what? Gatineau police is also driving around. And she might get pulled over. So she keeps playing with fire, and that fire is gonna burn her.
Yeah, well, I don't get that, Shannon. Like, why would you call? Glad you're not letting them get to you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. No, but like, right? Like, Shannon, like, you're my best friend. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. You're chilling with a hunky military man? I don't have names. Hi, Cat Queen. I think they said some woman from the States. Woo! Did you guys really see my ass the other day? When I was making my bed? For some reason?
Yes, Natural Ginger. I do believe she is constantly having a filter on whenever she is filming. I do believe so. A lot of people have mentioned that she does film with a filter, and it is in my best belief that she does, looking at the images and how it's kind of very feathered, in my opinion.
Okay, for some reason, these muscles here, wherever, under all the fat, I wish I had an hour. You know what? Maybe a corset would be good. But the thing is, this is so sore. Like, I don't know why. I really don't know why. Like, every day a new muscle is sore. Woo! Why would a new muscle every single day be sore? Because I'm pregnant. Yeah, right. You know what I mean, though? It's like, no, I don't know. It's the same movements. Anyway. From cleaning and bending. Oh, okay. No, I'm just trying to figure out the specific muscle. So it was like, ow, yeah, if I go to bend. So I was bending too much while I was cleaning. So, okay, that's what it is. Oh. I need to get more dresses because I just love living in the same dresses. Because, I don't know. Skinny legend. Working it out. It was Slender Man who called. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I don't see how she thinks this is a life. This is such not a life right now. Waiting around, being on some guy's time. Literally waiting around for him to give you a text and a call to come over, or now, since her place is clean, come and pick him up so that he can come to her place. Such a waste. And she literally can find a decent guy. I don't know why she is with this guy. Well, I do know why. Because of the emotional connection. She has a connection to this guy that if she knew better, maybe 10 years from now, she will know that she had no business with this guy. But for now, it is a learning lesson.
No, it doesn't matter who it is, because I have a lot of haters. So, could be anybody. You know, I'm not gonna bother trying to go after people. I mean, there's just no point in it. So I have to be the one to protect myself, basically. But go lose some weight. Also follow Tio on YouTube. Okay. Thank you. How many people do I have blocked? It's not as many as I thought. Well, no, I have a lot, I think. That was rude. How rude. Let's be more careful from now. Yeah, I have to be careful. It was the bizarro Foodie Beauty I called. Called who? 1,000 or more? I don't know, Jim. I really can't. I can't estimate. I wish I could. No more drama till I return. There's always drama. I don't want drama. Like, I don't want drama. Hi, Lindsay's live. They're blocked for a reason, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, the drug connection, you are right, Janie or Johnny. Emotional connection maybe, but it's certainly a drug connection. Yeah, the drug connection might actually take over. Because you could say she's addicted. Yeah. We see the runny nose all the time. We see the blowing of the nose all the time. She keeps blaming it on her cats. And we know it's not her cats because that wasn't there a year ago, 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, I think soon her addiction is going to take over her life, and it's no longer going to be about her wanting Dom, her wanting to be with Dom, staying with Dom all the time. It's going to be like, hey, I got to get my fix from Dom. I got to get my stuff today. I got to hook up with a dealer and get what I need to feel right.
Yeah, a lot of them, yeah. I mean, I was a lot more like uptight about that kind of thing when I first started my channel, so probably wouldn't block as many people now than I did before, but oh my god, I was up too early today. I think I should go back to bed. Oh. Yeah. No, it's okay, Jim. Student loans. My eyebrows are gonna bug me. I'm gonna be looking at them all day. So what does this side of my face look like? Are they the same color? No, they're not. My eyeshadows all blended all together. I don't know how to keep them one separate color. See? No.
Diamond Cherry says, everyone deserves someone nice, even Chantel. She doesn't deserve Dom, who's using her for money and sex, but sadly she thinks using is the same as wanting. She can't differentiate the two. Yeah, I really do believe that Chantel does deserve someone. She does. There's a lot of things she needs to work on. Her health, work on her hygiene, work on how she puts on her makeup. A lot of things that she needs to work on. But as long as she keeps working on that stuff, it gets better. Then, yeah, she can pull a guy. She can pull a decent guy that would want her for her. But the problem is she's not working on that. She's not working on her health. She's not even taking her meds properly. She's not working on her hygiene. It's not like she works 60 to 80 hour weeks. It's not like she's working 60 to 80 hours per week. She's not. She's sitting at home most of the time. All she has to do is hit the record button, go live, and make money. There's no reason for her to have poor hygiene. And typically, poor hygiene is highly associated when you have a mental health crisis. So, does this mean that she is having a constant mental health crisis the last couple of weeks? Because that's what I'm thinking now. Because usually when you have a disorder and poor hygiene is really taking over your life, that usually means that you're in a mental health crisis, because those two things are very closely associated. So she really needs the therapy. She really needs that counseling. She really needs to work on her mental health as well as her physical health, and then try and find a guy. Not before. Do it now. Work on our health, get better, and then get a guy.
Thanks, Samantha. Are you gonna be on live? Yeah. Zuko, imagine being broke. Here's some spare change. Still only $2, Zuko. I'm kidding. Eyebrows are ancient. What? Look at my eyebrows. They're crazy. I mean,
yeah, she
people
thinks...
can watch me if they want to. I don't care. No, seriously. I'm not doing anything illegal, so I don't really care. And I'm really not that important that they would waste, I'm sure, resources somebody keeping track of me. That's what I mean. Calling, yeah. Jean loves watching Chantal. Thanks, Jean. I like your picture. I would like to get that framed on my wall. That picture of me. Imagine, and have it in my room so when I have guys over for sex, they have to look at it. Because if a guy can still stay horny after watching that, he's a keeper. Oh my god. I'm a loser. Oh, Zuko.
Let's talk about this for a second, because Tom D did bring up a good point. She's bored with a decent guy. Just ask Pete's and BB. Yeah, there are some people out there that are bored of normal guys. Their normal is abnormal. Their normal is volatility. With Pete's and BB, they're normal guys. They're guys who will pay the rent. There are guys who will come home, cook, clean, have a decent place. There isn't much volatility in their lives. There's a lot of people where their normal is a volatile relationship. Their normal is constant volatility, constantly being uprooted from place to place. So when they get with a guy whose normal is not having to leave a place in the middle of the night because you can't pay rent, not having a black eye and having to wear sunglasses during the winter, it feels weird to them. It feels abnormal because they're just not used to it. Because some people, their normal is having a lot of ups and downs, a lot of roller coaster behavior, a lot of positive along with the negative. One day a guy will be nice, the next day is super mean. That roller coaster effect, a lot of people are used to that. So yeah, Tom D does have a good point that she'll be bored with a decent guy and she likes the bad boys, the volatile relationships, the relationships where it's not normal, it's abnormal, it's constantly volatile. You never know what the guy is gonna do next. And FFG actually talked about this in her last live, and it really, it hit close to home because I've seen this situation happen a lot. I've seen it happen so many times, and it's dangerous. It's a very serious situation where you can be in love with a guy so much to the point where he'll be abusive, but you'll stay. But then maybe years down the line, you just don't know why. You just don't understand why you stayed, or you do know why you stayed, but you think, I could have done better. I could have left years earlier, but I still stayed in that abusive relationship because I thought I loved this man. And many people are in that type of relationship. And this is the type of thing that Chantal doesn't want to find herself in, because if she has to move out, she might do the option of living with Dom, and she doesn't want to do that. She does not want to do that. She doesn't want to make more mistakes. You can't make more mistakes in her life at this point, because then she can keep going down and she will soon hit rock bottom. So that, Tom D, is a very good statement because it encompasses a lot of things.
Zuko is from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Isn't that a crappy movie? Or is it a good movie? Yeah. Allergies. Men are simple like that. Yeah, they are. So, anyways, I'm not gonna stay on long right now. I have a few things I have to do. Look at my friggin' sideburns. This has to be shaved. Look at this. Ew. I have sideburns. Can I come on? Take this with you? Things as in eggplant? No. It's too early in the day for that. Please never shave. Okay, I won't. Take us with you, not the rest of the clan, just me. Bring us to Farm Boy. You guys like going to Farm Boy, don't you? That's how I make my relationships official. I take them to Farm Boy. You have that blueberry look. I've seen it. You will have that blueberry look? What? I've got to drop something off at the post on. Oh, thanks, Rwanda. You're sweet. Men shave because it makes the hair grow thicker. Take us to Starbucks. Take us to Farm Boy. Let's go to the bitch. A bluebeard look? What? Seduce the cute cashier? Huh? Yes. See if he's there. I'm kidding. The cashier at Farm Boy. This lipstick is too pink. Swear change? No, Ashley. I gotta watch it. Flippers! I used to wear those as a kid. Did you guys? Take him to Farm Boy. Take who to Farm Boy? Hi, Vera!
Leanda, do you really think that she has plenty of self-esteem in your opinion? Really? Do you really think she has plenty of self-esteem? Hit a 1 if you think she has plenty of self-esteem. Hit a 2 if you think she does not have a lot of self-esteem. I want to know. I want to know what the whole entire chat thinks about her self-esteem. Does she have self-esteem or doesn't she have self-esteem? I see a lot of 2s, a few 1s, a lot of 2s. Okay, it seems a lot of people are saying 2s. She doesn't have a lot of self-esteem because of her behaviors and actions. Oh, Leanda, you're following up. Yes, she's arrogant but doesn't give a crap about DUI. But is that self-esteem though? Is that having a lot of self-esteem, or is that just carelessness? Because yeah, having ego and having self-esteem is different. It might parallel each other in a lot of ways, but having self-esteem is different from having an ego or having narcissism or, you know, being a selfish person. So we really gotta understand the difference between a lot of these things and how they parallel each other, and how Chantel is treating herself, treating her audience, and how she looks at herself. How does she self-reflect? How does she think? How does she ponder? Does she have self-reflection? Does she have self-esteem? I believe she doesn't have a lot of self-esteem. A person that doesn't have a lot of self-esteem does the things that she does. Because there's so many things that she does. A person who has respect, self-esteem will not be hooking up with a guy that she knows does substances. Because when she was at his house on that Snapchat, you could hear him snorting away. You literally hear him snorting away. Yeah, I do believe she's a narcissist and she has an ego. She has no self-awareness. And I think her self-esteem is lacking. So we really got to talk about that at another time. Chantel's self-esteem and how it might parallel with her narcissism as well as her ego. So we really gotta talk about that for a second.
What do you have, Joe? Arizona iced tea? Wait, did I do contouring okay today? No? Thanks, Winston. Edibles at the bitch? No, because then you gotta drive home. That's the only problem. Living for the weekend. I want to plan your international move. Thanks, Jean. I don't think I'm gonna move internationally. Not right now. I don't think so. I think it'll be more than. I don't know.
She's planning a move,
Also a crappy
guys.
movie. Hello to you. You too.
Planning a move.
Thank you, Zuko. Not if you rent a beach house. Ooh, beach house.
Katasha Jones, you said something very interesting here. Let me try and bring that up. I think it's an act. The majority of her actions don't show someone who respects themselves. Yes. Self-esteem, aka self-respect. Confidence in one's own worth or abilities. She might say she knows her worth. She might say she's confident in her abilities, but her actions say differently. Her actions tell us really and truly how she is. Because that's what self-esteem is. Confidence in one's own worth and abilities. You might say you have worth. You might say you're confident in your abilities, but your actions tell us otherwise. Her actions are telling us she has no self-respect for hooking up with a known drug user, driving him around, allegedly paying his rent, inviting him over into her house, and doing all sorts of stuff. That is not having a lot of self-esteem.
My weekend getaway? I'm not going on a weekend getaway. I didn't say that. You said that. I just said I might not be around on live stream this weekend. That's all I said. You take an Uber to the beach. Yeah, if it wouldn't cost an arm and a leg, it would be an idea, yeah. Oh, I miss the ocean beach though. Like we have it's like a lake beach here. Actually. Dean, you're renting the wrong houses then. Are you seeing him today? Who? I'm not seeing the Frenchy guy anymore. I told him I don't want to pursue anything. Hey, Fardas! Danielle, Fardas, fart. What did they say? Hey, Gail. How are you today, Gail? Aw.
Wow, did you guys hear that? Mr. French guy is on the down and out. Mr. 6'6". You guys remember what the 6'6" are, right? I spoke about this. I believe the first stream that I had, I talked about the 6'6". Well, I guess Mr. French guy is on the down and out. Usually she kind of does this, I've noticed, where she'll introduce the idea of other guys and kind of describe them in sometimes a simple way, but then once she rekindles something with Dom again, then those other guys are always on the back burner. I've noticed this with her, and it seems this is part of her MO, part of her modus operandi of doing things.
Wait, what did I say? So the weekend getaway is going to be it's not going to be this weekend. It's going to be probably the weekend after or the one after that. Because this weekend I'm busy and not with him. So I'm busy with something and someone else. We have a beach house that's right off the boardwalk. It's amazing. Oh my god, you're so lucky. Smoke and surf. Oh. Why do you feel bad, Shay? No. No. Oh, Lavender. Oh my god, I forgot about him. Oh, no, guys. I'm not talking about it. I haven't shaved my face either. Oh god. The gravy emoji. Yes. Yes, Brooke. We have to do a stream for Mike. Yeah. For sure. Sometimes I do feel like he's around. I do. At least in spirit. Yes, plain cheeseburger again. Oh, I'm making jello with my toddler. I used to do that with my mom, too. In a comforting way. Yeah, in a comforting way. Yeah. Yeah. No, Mike. It's Mike Savage.
I guess she's starting to realize something. Maybe she's not going over to Dom's house again.
Yeah, we have to do that. Thanks, Chrissy. I try to do a nice eyeshadow look, but it's all muddied together, kind of, you know.
About this time that she did this live stream, it will be seen Dom time, because she usually goes over there kind of like in the late afternoon, evening time, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think at this point she's kind of thinking, yeah, Dom is not wanting to see me again, because we know Dom's back. We knew he was around Saturday.
Yeah. Hey, Penny. It was just like, I don't remember how I started talking to him. Hi, Felicia. Um, he was a Foodie Beauty, and he was like a big fan. He was like, I really really like really love your videos, and then I just started talking to him, and he made me laugh so hard. Like he made me laugh. Like he was really funny. Like naturally, really funny guy. Like quick witted too. Like he always had a funny comeback. No, my friend Mike Recipes Recreated, who passed away. Yeah, get some balloons. That's such a good idea.
Oh, by the way, guys, she's talking about Mike D again, that passed away. One of her chat mods, unfortunately, passed away on May the 1st. Rest in peace, Mike D. This is the conversation she's having again with her audience about him.
No, I didn't meet him in person, but I would video chat with him and his mom. I talked to his mom, and she was like, just wanted to let you know he really looked up to you, or something like that. Or he really admired you. And I was just like, I just broke down. Like I just broke down because Uh, so, anyways, we love you, Mike, if you're listening to us. Mm, yeah,
Rest in peace, Mike.
you love him. You love Mike. Yeah, rest in peace. But we will do something for sure.
Yeah, she's waiting for Dom to call.
He was a true Beezer. We must honor the fallen Beezers. Of course we have to. Yeah. Gotta pour a little liquor. Oh, Joe.
I know for sure that she watches French Fried Girl, of course, because I've seen her where she literally will hop online whenever FFG was online. This happened yesterday. Literally, FFG started doing her live stream, and then Chantel decided to do the Burger King baby live stream, just eating, and she did it on purpose. It was very passive yet aggressive, and it was on purpose. I've noticed her doing that more and more and more. She knows a few of the reaction channels at the very least. She knows about Miss Hussey. She knows about FFG. She knows about who else? I can't think at the top of my head. Oh my god. A few others, and she's very aware.
Yeah. Yes, Queenish. Yeah. Vanished Beezers. I don't know what happened to Death Valley. That's a
Zachary.
good point. Oh, it's cold in here. I still haven't turned off my AC from when it was cold from the other day. Remember that?
Yep, Callie.
What is Death? No. It's on my eyebrow. I need to stop. The sky is so blue and the clouds are so fluffy and white. And it's so quiet. So quiet here. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. I did my makeup today. I tried contouring a little bit, like putting like some bronzer, but I don't know. I wish I had some cleavage though.
My god. She is literally running out of stuff to talk about. Before, she had weeks and weeks of stuff to talk about. Now she literally just talks about the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, thank you guys for bringing up a lot of good reaction channels. Pulpy, Just Saying, DC Media Girl. Yes, Alex said Shook. Yes, I like Alex's Shook. FFG, of course. A lot of good reaction channels that I'm sure Foodie Beauty watches. And yes, Lori G brought up a very good point. FFG had 2,000 people watching while Foodie Beauty had less than 1,000. Very, very true. I literally saw that with my own eyes. People are so tired of Foodie Beauty's crap, they do not want to watch her. They'll watch her indirectly through FFG. Even happened yesterday. FFG had about 1,000 and then at one point 1,500 people watching her, while Foodie Beauty only had 500 plus. That might be attributable to her notifications not going out, but doesn't matter. Still, people are watching French Fried Girl more than FB. They're watching FB through French Fried Girl's lives, and that says a lot. That says something to her, and she's still just not cluing in that people are tired and fed up of her and don't want to give her their and don't want to give her income and support
That
her
would be nice.
bad ways and behavior.
I want to get that tattoo, like, gone. Be gone! Your books are big. Boobs. Yeah. Oh, you heard about Too Queenish? Yeah, I know. Yeah, his girlfriend Jess, yeah. Yep. I know. I just took to him right away because of like a certain type of people who have like a certain type of humor, like same type of humor as I do, you know? Like Marissa, Danielle, Victoria, Louis. All of you, really. You're all here, you know. Oh my gosh, Mega Beezer. That's amazing, Mega Beezer. Congrats. Shake a very illustrious weight. Thank you. It was, yeah.
Hey, what's up with this Madzy stuff? Madzy's a cool guy. I like Madzy. Madzy's super cool. He covers the same people pretty much that I cover. He covered Sagittarius Shoddy. I cover Sagittarius Shoddy. He covers Foodie Beauty. I cover Foodie Beauty. He covers pretty much a lot of the same people. Alexandra Rodriguez, which means I still gotta make another Alexandra Rodriguez video because she is going off the handle, and we can't have that. She can't be lying to her fans. She can't be doing all the stuff that she is doing to her fans. She's already getting paid good money. The least she can do is tell the truth. So we gotta make more videos. So shout outs to Madzy.
Accidental. Accidental. It was accidental. Oh, and Joe. Well, no, Joe, you don't make me laugh all the time anymore. You always nag at me now. So, I don't know. You're gonna have to make me laugh. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's very comical in his interactions, yeah. Do I have hot summers? Yes. Lizzie. Joe, you're sometimes funny, Joe. No. Crazy senile uncle.
Memberships
Oh my God.
soon. Few things I gotta work
Actually,
out.
Joe, Mike did a really friggin' funny impression of you. It's nothing personal. It's only a joke. It's called COVID People. She needs to stay home. He was so funny. I don't know, BBJ for president. Not really much planned today. Hanging out with you guys for a little bit more and then get on with my day. I didn't want to tell anyone about Mike, and I just wanted to act like nothing happened. Like a big part of me is still kind of acting like nothing happened. Like I'm still absorbing what happened. Like I can't. I'm like kind of in, like I'm just in disbelief. But I also just didn't want him talked about by negative people. So we were trying to keep it on the down low about it, you know. But it did get out. I hope not because of me, but I think I don't know. Huh?
I think FB is literally running out of content now. She needs to do something different. She can't keep up with this sitting in front of a camera in the kitchen and talking about all sorts of stuff. Like, okay, it was all right maybe for a week or 2 weeks, but she's dragged this on for like about 3 months now. She needs to do something different. And yes, everybody, I see the chat. You guys are talking about Shiny for Christ. Hey, Shiny for Christ is literally an enigma right now. She's literally an enigma that has been booted off YouTube, kicked off Instagram the last few days. Now she's on Twitch saying she loves Twitch. She likes being on Twitch. Twitch is a lot better than YouTube. Twitch is a lot tolerant, a lot more tolerant than YouTube. Oh, if only did she know Twitch is the least tolerant platform of them all. She is gonna be off Twitch very, very soon. I'll give it a week tops. She's literally gonna be off Twitch. She's talking a lot of stuff, dressing up like a vampire, talking all sorts of nonsense on Twitch. So we really need a Shiny for Christ video, which I will be making very, very soon.
What? And protect them from the trolls, yeah. Hi, Kristen Michelle. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I totally didn't even like clue in at first that like people will probably wonder why he's not in my chats anymore, you know. You're popular, Kristen. I don't have any popular mods.
She doesn't have popular mads, huh? To be honest, I want the best ending for Foodie Beauty. I want her to wisen up. I want her to stop the abuse of edibles. I want her to stop the abuse of her illegal substances. I want her to have proper hygiene. I want her to respect herself and people. I want her to take her medications. I want her to do vlogs. I'm not hating on FB. I don't want the worst for her. I actually want the best for her. This is why I'm doing this. I want the best for her. She just has a lot of things she needs to work on. And if she works on those things, she actually puts in effort, she can be cool. She can be a good person. But the problem right now is that she's not. She's not cool. Before she was cool years ago, she was putting in effort, but now she's not cool. And this is why a lot of attention is being brought to her. So if she smartens up, does all the right things, then great. FB can be cool. She can get a good audience. She can increase her subscribers and have something good under her belt. Have something to be proud of. Right now, this is just a loss. This is just literally the equivalent of a farce that she's doing right now. She's just not listening to anybody and just doing whatever she wants.
Who's your favorite mod playing cheeseburgers? Yeah, I'm like Daring Savage. Dax, we were wondering about you too. Welcome back. Happy to see you. You do have at least popular though. Scratty Mo. Poor Joe. Joe.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she's a good person now. I'm saying I want her to be a good person. I want her to do well as long as she is a good person and she is doing the right things and she isn't blocking and deleting people that are giving her good advice. I want her to do well for herself as long as she's a good person doing the right things. At this moment, she's just not. So don't get me wrong.
What about mean old dog? What? No. Dax. I do have a big gap in my teeth today. What the hell? Why are my teeth like this? They move around every day? You have a massive crush on me, Cat Queen? Oh. Well, I'm single, you know. Not Dom. Dom what?
Foodie Beauty's glucose level is still diabetic.
Joe is the chat rip. You were having mod withdrawals. No, I haven't, Disappearing Woman. I would love to go. Depends how you sleep, for real. Joe is the chat warden. Are you sulking somewhere, Joe? Did I hurt your feelings? Did I eat a lot last night? Okay, I gotta go for now. I will be back a bit later, so we might be later, okay? So, look out for me later this evening, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
All right, that's it for her right now. Let's talk about this Foodie Beauty situation because it seems maybe we're not on all the right page. I'm not hating on Foodie Beauty. I want her to do well, but there's a lot of things that she is doing that is not cool. Yeah, she needs to just take the L and move on right now. Just like Poo Poo's in the Kitchen just said. She needs to try and do better. And pretty much that's what most of us are asking for. Her to do better. Her to take this seriously. Her to be healthy. Her to eat properly. Her to take care of her hygiene. That's what most people want. But Foodie Beauty isn't doing this. Foodie Beauty is doing the opposite. She is literally a train wreck at the moment. So don't get me wrong that I think Foodie Beauty is a good person right now. I do not think so. I think Foodie Beauty has a lot of things she needs to work on right now to get better. Because at the end of the day, everybody can get a second chance to be a good person. She can be a good person. Yeah, some of you might say, yep, it's not going to happen. And you know what? I honestly think you can be right. There is a good chance that you are right. saying that it's not going to happen, because we've seen it so much. Every single time I see her get hospitalized, I think, okay, this is the time to turn her life around. This is the wake up call moment where she'll think, I can't keep doing this, else I'm gonna die. But she continues to do it. She continues to be being the train wreck. If she changed for the better, yes, then that would be good for her. Yes, for sure. But I think there's still a lot of things she is just not working on constantly that she needs to work on. And the first thing is, yes, getting therapy, because there's a lot of mental health issues that she needs to work on. There's a lot of mental health problems, a lot of things in her past, probably with her dad, as I've said before, her issues with choosing wrong guys at the moment, her issues that are compounding on each other. She needs to work on that, and she's not working on that. She's just sitting down, having a sedentary lifestyle, talking to people over the internet through her phone. So she needs to work on a lot of stuff and then try to get better. Once that's done, then yes, she can be a good person if she wants to be and if she works at it. But at the moment, she is far from that. In fact, she is closer to being a train wreck that is about to hit rock bottom. She's not rock bottom yet. Rock bottom to me is homeless, not having a job, not having any money, all of those things. She's not there. She still has a roof over her head. Might be a smelly roof, but she still has a roof over her head. She still has some money. She might be waiting for her YouTube money this month, but she still has some money. She still has a card. She still has a lot of things. She hasn't hit rock bottom yet. And a lot of people keep warning her, you're going to hit rock bottom. You're going to put yourself in super dangerous situations. You're going to put yourself in situations where the law is going to be against you. She keeps doing that. And this is unfortunate, because for some people, as Nadine just said right there, unfortunately for some people, rock bottom is death. There's a lot of people I've unfortunately heard have died because they've literally hit rock bottom and they couldn't get back up. And usually when that happens, when you don't have any supports, you can't get back up, it means death for you. So hopefully she can change her life around, get better, become a good person, and live her life right, because what she is doing is not cool. Chloe Taylor says, but amongst all of this, Monty, your optimistic attitude is appreciated. Thank you very much. Like, I honestly wish like everybody in the world would have a good life. That's what I really want. Everybody in the world to have a good life. If everybody could have that, that would be great. But Chantel can have a good life, but it's her attitude, her behaviors, and her actions that are stopping her from having that good life. That's really the point here. Her attitudes, behaviors, and actions. Because she's making the wrong actions, she's having the wrong attitude, and her behavior is appalling. Anyways, she is toxic at the moment. And yeah, karma, golden rule, all these things will catch up to her. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully she will listen to people, but she's still not listening to people. She's still just doing her thing, being very uncool, being toxic, and being a train wreck. Anyways, that's enough for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live. I really appreciated you guys coming here and hanging out with me and going over this Foodie Beauty situation. I so appreciate it. And yeah, Elizabeth, why is she so opposed to therapy? Because she hates doctors. She hates medicine. She doesn't like doctors. She'd rather just dose herself up with edibles, dose herself up with other things, and call it a day. Well, there's a reason she doesn't like doctors, and she really needs to talk about that, get over that hump, and work on her issues that she keeps trying to cover up. That's what she needs to do. She needs to work on her issues. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gia Romero, Kiki, Poo Poo's in the Kitchen, Leanda, Duncan, Dee. Of course, Dee, you're always around. Thank you so much. Stony Karma, Millennium Falcon, Christina, Diamond Cherry, Carrie Ludwig, Jenny Nobody, Great Grebo, Nancy, Jennifer, Tom D, Stony Karma, Diamond Cherry, Pretty Genius, Nadine D, Kiki, Christina Marsh. Thank you all for stopping by and joining me on this live. I really, really appreciate it. Honey Baby, Jennifer Corvina, One Spicy Disaster. Thank you so much. Susan Sylvia. Thank you so much. I will be doing another live very soon. I will try and do it at different times of the day whenever I get time, because I'm actually consulting at the moment. So whenever I'm not on a consult and I get the time, then I will try and do a live as well as do a vlog. So I will catch up with you guys very, very soon. Hopefully you all have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye, Anna. Take care.